Alright, welcome back to more Contradiction with PCOutcast.
And me, Girl Got Game.
Yay! So it's 9 o'clock. I guess we've officially passed the halfway mark.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the last thing we got was this confession from Emma about criticizing Liam and sending him over the edge.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Hey, I have a birthmark on my face. Mm-hmm. And if somebody said, that's really ugly, I'd probably punch them in the face, not try and kill myself.
Yeah, like I'm sure nobody has ever pointed it out to him in his life before that moment.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Right.
We'll have to find out what the real reason for Liam's death was, I guess.
Right. James would probably know about that birthmark.
Probably. Are we going to talk to him first, or are we going to look around town for additional thingies?
Right. More clues. Well, start at the end again.
There's going to be something here one day.
Maybe we should have started at the other end since we're coming back to him.
Oh. Right.
Oh, well. I'm kind of doubting there's anything else. Nobody has mentioned anything about the farm.
Yeah.
So there's probably nothing there.
Probably nothing. And I think we found everything we're going to find behind the Brandon house. Or do you want to check?
It's probably nothing.
And we don't have a light yet.
We still don't have, yeah. And last time we went in there was no
option.
There's no option to even look back
they're
there.
Like I said, you dummies, you can't see back here. Don't even be tempted.
Right.
Can we go to the village hall yet? No.
No. Apparently we're never going to get in there. I don't know. That's just weird.
That is really weird. Okay.
East, yes.
There's not going to be anything in front of the lodge, most likely.
Hey, maybe there's somebody in the path again getting drunk. Nope. We've
Not
run
today.
into two people drinking here.
Yes.
Probably nothing at the jetty.
Nope.
Nope. Anything in the clearing?
Anybody carving stuff into trees? Nope, not today. Well, since we're here, we could talk to Ryan if he's done his ritual.
Right. Any more satanic rituals going on?
Oh.
Oh. Fragile.
Ooh.
They're moving out.
Oh.
Haha.
Interesting.
Torture
Finally!
devices are...
I never remember to.
Oh.
That's what I've been
Because
saying!
you're a moron.
What kind of detective are you without one of those?
I'm just gonna steal. He, just robs everybody.
Everybody's fine with it, though.
Well, he's an inspector, so, not gonna question that. So there's nothing... No, there's nothing else we can get here. That DVD is completely gone.
Jason, right?
Yeah. So we still haven't had a chance to talk to Jason or Kyle. I wonder if we're going to get an opportunity to do that.
Maybe one day. Or 1 hour.
1 hour. Hey, we can go into the door on the right.
Alright, are you guys... Hello?
Are you guys done in there?
It's like nothing ever happened.
It's like a completely different room.
Yeah. Looks like an actual reading room now.
Craziness.
Ryan.
Hello, Ryan. Got a few questions.
A few more
I thought he was hiding
questions,
from
if
us.
you don't mind.
I'm surprised he let us in, considering he unceremoniously kicked us out.
Could I ask you about this flashlight that I just stole from your front room?
No, we won't. But we have so many things to talk to him about.
Yes, we do. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that was the last thing that we talked to him about.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
Yep.
How about
So
that
tell me
thing?
more about this doll burning.
It's a
Captain.
symbolic ceremony we perform every few weeks on the course.
What's it about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one, a better one.
So the dolls are...
You. They represent you from the past. Each doll has a picture of the student as a child or a teenager. And they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old personality. It's quite simple but effective, I find.
And why did that girl shout?
Because it's an emotional thing. She's quite clearly become very attached to her doll. They do spend the first month with them. We tell them to take the doll everywhere with them before they actually go through the doll burning.
And you believe that's a good thing? Destroying your past?
Of course it's a
So
good
done with
thing,
them.
Inspector. We're all shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're probably
That's
right.
it.
I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Excuse
doll-
yourself, sir.
Ugh. Doll burning ceremony occurs every few weeks. Doll burning is symbolic of destroying one's past. Students carry the dolls with them for a month. That might become significant.
That might be, but
It's often we often catch people in the contradictions with timelines.
that's true.
That's so.
Keep that in mind, I guess. Let's ask about his dyspraxic guitar playing.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really a musician. I mean, I dabble a little bit. To be quite honest with you, I'm far more interested in collecting guitars.
You're not in a band.
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, of course, I mean about 20 years ago. Doesn't time fly?
What band was that?
Doesn't it just?
Oh, I can't remember. Something Stone. Aren't they all called something
Aha.
Stone? Hammerstone. That's it.
And you
Hammer?
still collect?
I haven't bought
Not
a guitar for
Blackstone.
over
Yeah.
a year. I feel I've moved on.
That's weird.
You really haven't bought one for over a year. Once auditioned for a band called Hammerstone. How come that's in quotes?
Yeah.
Interested in collecting guitars, dabbles in playing the guitar.
Right.
He looked kind of ooh. I shouldn't have said that at the end too. Okay, auto-hypnosis.
Can you
Auto-hypnosis.
tell me about auto-hypnosis?
Now, what would you like to know?
Do you use it on the course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say that, well, a minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know, wouldn't have a clue.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking about
all the
phasing
drugs.
auto-hypnosis out, actually.
What's the reason for that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
Maybe because you don't know how to do it properly.
Yeah, maybe. Claims auto-hypnosis is not a major part of the course. Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way. Auto-hypnosis techniques are being phased out and believes it doesn't really work anyway. So why bother? I don't know if any of that contradicts anything you said before.
I don't know about that.
What do you know about this mugging instrument?
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector?
The shop.
Oh, yes, the costume shop. Yes, we used to hire from them.
For the course.
Well, yes. For the course, at the end of each stage, we have a little party, and we ask students to dress up or try acting out being somebody new, their new selves, as it were.
Could you explain a bit more? New selves?
One of the main elements of the course is learning how to act, how to be whoever you need to be in any given situation. I think you'll agree, Inspector, that business is about being the right person in the right situation at the right time. What it does, it helps them to detach themselves, become somebody new, pretend, you know that kind of thing. It's surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing can do for you, Inspector. You should try it.
Not at this
I'll
stage.
take your word for it.
Knows the costume shop. Used to hire from there. Atlas have an end of stage party. Course involves teaching students how to act. Party includes wearing costumes.
Can we go back to the mask real quick? I've kind of forgotten what he said about that.
Mask was made by a friend who died last year.
Okay, so he didn't mention anything about getting that from the costume place.
Right.
Can we... I wonder if we can call him out on that anyway, though. Like, it was made by a friend, but it's actually from the costume store. Probably not, but I'm just curious. I'm a curious sort of person.
Which do you think we should combine it with?
Used to hire from the shop?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't think it would be a contradiction because he didn't actually tell us that, but
Right.
thought I would just try it.
Yeah. Worth a try. Okay. What about Paul's
What do you know
theft
about your
stunt?
father's money-stealing stunt?
Oh. Well, yes, that was something that Dan
that.
decided to do as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe.
He usually does.
And do you think it did have anything to do with Liam's death?
No. Liam wasn't like that at all. I mean, that was just a simple, unfortunate coincidence. I mean, Liam had his own problems, but he didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
Okay.
Seem awfully sure about that. Paul's stunt was part of the shock aspect of this course. Knows Paul went too far. Stunt not related to Liam's suicide.
What do we have under Liam?
Heard about Liam's suicide. Had met Liam in the pub. Liam seemed happy. Now he's saying Liam had problems.
Right, was that a thing that we wrote down? Oops. No, we didn't write that down. But he knew Liam before. Did we already establish that he knew Liam before hearing about his... Like, he didn't just know Liam from the pub. He actually was, like, a student. I'm getting everybody's testimonies confused.
Yeah, see, he's...
Okay, so they had to pay Liam's parents... So we already established that he knew them before.
Right.
So he had to pay Liam's parents a settlement fee.
Should we...
What are
He's
you
saying...
thinking?
He says he only heard about Liam's suicide, but they actually paid his parents out.
Right.
Should we just
We can try
try
that.
that? I don't know if that...
Yeah, it's been a while since we played this, guys, so we're trying to remember what
Where
we've
am I?
combined already.
Is it that? No?
Yeah. Alright.
Anything else on Liam's?
I mean, we have another thing to ask him about Liam, so maybe there'll be something in there that we
He
can...
met him in the pub. Oh. No, was Liam in...
He was in Third Eye.
Was he in Blackstone? The group.
Liam was in Blackstone, yes.
And he tried out for it, too.
He tried out for Hammerstone 20 years ago,
Yeah.
he claims. So,
Right. I guess that's not actually a contradiction.
no.
Okay, how about Emma's criticism?
What do you know about Emma Bowman criticising Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it. Well,
I think keeps popping
know
off.
Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong individual, or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like. Even something as irreversible as bumping themselves off. Sad though that is, of course.
Naturally.
Witnessed Emma's criticism. Doesn't blame Emma for Liam's death. Liam was strong and outgoing. Thinks people are free to do what they like.
Thinks people are free to do what they like. A contradiction with something he said before? Trying to think. Okay, nothing there. No. Oh. Course involves teaching students how to act.
Oh,
But they're free to do whatever they like.
interesting.
How is that not a thing? This
Right.
game! Oh my goodness. Contradicts itself.
Okay, so we officially have asked him everything. And we don't actually...
Maybe we'll find something behind the pub
Right.
that will shed some light on the situation.
A severed head.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
I don't know. I can't help but think that there's some sort of contradiction here, but there's so much things, so much information. Started interested in collecting guitars. Hasn't bought a guitar in over a year.
Yeah. I don't know.
Doesn't seem like there's anything there.
No. I think we should go talk to our other perps.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Probably.
And of course we should be able to find something in behind that.
I guess we should stop by Simon and Emma's first.
Okay.
Since they're on the way.
So I don't think we asked Simon about
no, because we didn't get a chance.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
We're all the way at the beginning there.
So many things. So many.
Oh, right. We promised not to talk about that with
Simon. Right.
Whoops, sorry, Emma. If it had been us, we would have been blab, blab, blab. I don't think we have anything new to talk to about
nothing.
Emma.
Okay, that was the last.
That. And we're not going to talk about the torch.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I just popped in to say hello to you guys because I had missed you so much from the last time.
I just like you guys so much that, I couldn't help myself. Okay, let's go behind the pub and see if we can find anything interesting back there.
Enter in the out.
What?
Oh, let's just use the item.
Oh, okay.
Phew. I'm glad I remembered that.
Pots and pans.
And?
A letter.
What does that say?
Car insurance?
Car insurance.
Devil worshippers.
Wow. And there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
Okay. Well, now we've got something new to talk about.
Photos of a car vandalized with spray paint were found in the pub outbuilding. I'm not sure what that, if it actually did say. It looked like car something, anyway.
Oh, you're not sure if it said car insurance.
I couldn't actually read what
It could have been for insurance. Like, they would have had to prove that their car was damaged by spray paint.
Right. Well, since we're here, I guess we might as well ask...
Is anybody eating in the restaurant yet, either?
Right, it is a new hour, right?
It is a new hour.
Does anybody ever eat in this restaurant?
No, or drop anything, apparently.
How about I,
You're just gonna shine your light around the restaurant? I know you're in here somewhere!
And then I'm going to... Where is it?
What?
I'm gonna try and pry some... No. Never mind.
Gosh.
It was a thought.
Was the thought that
It was a stupid thought, but...
A couple more questions,
it was a
if
desperate
that's okay?
I'm getting desperate.
Okay. Criticism. Oh, okay. We can't ask her about the criticism.
Unlikely she would know anything about it. She doesn't know about that. Yeah. What about
Have you ever seen these?
It's Ryan's car. It got vandalised last year. His camera had been stolen, so I took pictures. Oh, whoever did it made a mess, didn't they?
But nobody was prosecuted for it.
Not that I remember. The insurance paid out, though.
Well, that's the main thing.
That's good. Photos are of Ryan's car, vandalized last year. Rebecca took the photos. Ryan's camera had been stolen. Doesn't think anyone was prosecuted for it. Doesn't think anyone... You'd think she would know.
She doesn't seem to know anything.
Insurance paid out.
I don't think anything there's a contradiction.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay. Now we can go talk to Simon and Emma. And then we really have to talk to James and Paul.
Right. Could also ask... We could go back and ask Ryan about the car, too.
Oh, could do.
Might as well do that.
Alright, hopping all the way back to Atlas.
I mean, he definitely will know something about it.
Yeah.
Simon and Emma, who knows?
Who knows?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, just one.
Do
really.
you know what these are?
Oh, yes, that's my old car. It was vandalised. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa Flint. She was on the course. Very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well, she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems. I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
Did Rebecca know about it?
Well, yes, she did, but I wasn't about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems. She lives in the village, actually. The rundown house at the end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Really? Right, thank you.
I think we have a new person to talk to.
Yeah. And good grief, we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk to her about.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Okay, photos are of his car. Car was vandalized by student Lisa Flint. She had psychological problems. Is it just me, or does this group seem to attract a lot of people with psychological problems?
Or create a lot of people with psychological problems.
One or the other. She asked for a refund. Doesn't know why she would write devil worshippers.
Because he never saw that symbol on the mask before.
Yeah, which apparently we can't ask about that.
Can we combine doesn't know why and the doesn't know what doesn't recognize the symbol? I'm just wondering. It's all the way back on the mask thingy.
Is it on here?
No. I think it's on the actual mask.
Because it is on that flyer. That's just why I was
Oh, I see, yeah.
wondering. Oh, he does know what the
he's just
symbol
not,
is.
doesn't, right. Okay, fine. We'll let you off this time.
Symbol not used in course. How about that? No.
I guess it isn't currently
that's-
used on this course, even though it was used on another course.
Good grief, right.
So many idiosyncrasies.
Okay, nothing else in there. Doesn't really seem like it.
Thank you.
No.
Probably be back later.
Okay, let's see if our misfit couple knows anything about this stuff. Turns out Lisa Blunt was Emma's best friend. I don't know.
Simon was having an affair with Lisa.
Yes, of course he was.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
It was his former girlfriend.
Yeah, we can't ask her.
Okay, so can't ask him about
Have
this.
you seen these before?
No. Don't know the car.
You don't know a lot of stuff, do you?
Why, you're just like a blank slate.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
If only he knew what Emma was truly like.
Yes.
She's got a lot of stuff.
Do you know anything about these?
Nope. Sorry.
Great.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Not that helpful.
Not really. Alright.
So, where's the rundown shack at the end of the lane?
Do we want to go there first, or do we want to stop and talk to Paul?
I guess we might as well. I assume
And
it's
James?
down...
I think it's probably
It's like down here, right?
Yeah.
I guess. Doesn't actually show anything, does it?
Not
Not
yet.
specifically.
It might be added a little later.
Alright. Our favorite godfather. Let's
Yes.
see what he has
Just
to
a few
say.
more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So we didn't get a chance
Do you
to ask him
think
about
Emma's
this.
criticism of Liam on that last night led to his suicide?
I doubt it helped.
Did you encourage Emma to criticise him?
I didn't encourage Emma to do anything. I merely told her what we tell every student to do, to express themselves as they want to. It would be out of order to criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was. That's a decision she took herself.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah.
Hardly knew Emma. Let's go back in time.
Didn't expect Emma. Hardly knew Emma. Well, let's just highlight that.
For sure. Okay, so nothing there. This is all about the cleaner and stuff. No. 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 No.
No.
No.
What was that? Oh.
William personal problems.
Mm-mm.
No. No. No.
Wasn't at the pub, didn't know anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that.
No.
Not that.
Could be bought a freedom necklace for a student, but we'll leave that for now and just double check everything else.
Right.
Doesn't know about Simon's homebrew. Can ask them about that, or that, or that. And then this is just Kate. So let's just try the necklace. Bought a freedom necklace.
Aha.
Yeah.
Oh!
I knew you bought it
You
for her.
say you didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
So you didn't buy her one?
That's what you're saying.
So you did buy her one. So
He's
that
like,
means you must have known her, and quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've
Who's
been
making a
around.
big thing about anything?
The clock is ticking, and I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive
John.
women. It was a stupid mistake.
Nice smile.
That's all
Slime.
it was.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I didn't try it on. I bought her a necklace. I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected while I was at a bridge party. Emma was old
Might have
enough
done
to
it.
make decisions for herself. And as a matter of fact, she decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me. So nothing happened, no mistakes, nobody got hurt. All right.
How do you feel about her
Well,
banging
like
your son?
No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
Right.
Yes, indeed. All right, so we caught him in another contradiction. That's good.
Yes.
So, once tried to date Emma. All right, so that's a new thing we've learned from him. I guess we can ask him about the pictures.
Do you know what these are?
Yes, that's Ryan's car. Another toy he managed to ruin. It was vandalized sometime last year.
Do you know who did it?
I don't believe anybody was ever prosecuted for it.
Yeah, but do you know who did it?
That did not answer the question.
Okay, I think that's all we've got for now.
Yeah, he prides himself on being so controlled and so precise and stuff, but we've already caught him in several lies.
And he's like,
Uh,
each time.
well, it's not a big deal.
You're the one making a big deal out of stuff. Should we go check behind the house just to double check?
Sure.
Triple check? Quadruple check? Right.
No.
You want to use the torch on everything?
Well, I finally got one.
I want to use it all the time.
Okay, so I guess we'll talk to
Talk to James.
James since we're right here.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Doesn't know about that. Doesn't know about that.
James doesn't
Know
know
anything about
stuff.
these? Nope.
James.
Be back later on if that's okay.
Nope. Could Do you emote at all? Will it kill you?
Good grief. Okay.
Can we find your cannabis?
Oh, right. Sorry, should I should probably look. See if there's anything. Maybe it suddenly started growing now that it's 9 o'clock,
that's what I mean. And then we can ask James something that he knows something about. And then we'll go meet the new person.
Right on.
Right on, right on.
I hope Lisa is there at the end of the lane.
One code.
And big old nothing.
Big old nothing.
Could that be where Lisa lives? Run-down house at the end of the lane. That's what Ryan said, wasn't it?
Can't even see it.
Right. Is it?
Is it like the one right in the picture, or is it like behind all those bushes? Because then I can't see it.
Right. I don't know.
Or maybe that's the path, like in between the hedges is the path up to the house.
Right.
That could be.
I don't know. From here, the house doesn't look too run down.
No. It's
All
alright.
Okay, so the steps are a bit broken. Oh, okay. It's a bit run down, I guess.
Needs a little bit of work. He looks so nervous.
Yeah, takes a big, deep breath.
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an incident in the village. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
What sort of incident?
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long.
Would you let somebody in that looks like...
I'll just go in here, yes?
I have to go out in a minute.
Oh, look, I can come back later.
I might not be here. What did you want to ask?
Okay.
I just wanted to ask you, did you know Kate Vine?
No.
Right.
You're as helpful as James.
Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, the life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Well,
Everything.
I heard you reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
Now, why do you say that?
Because they're devil worshippers.
Devil worshippers.
They're making demons appear. They're tricking everybody. They're getting people to join up, then they're putting demons inside them. You can see them.
See who?
Demons.
Where could you see them?
Excuse me?
In the mirrors.
At Atlas.
I see demons.
Any mirror. You can't get rid of them.
The scrying mirror?
Uh-oh.
Stay inside.
Is that what
you.
Emma saw in the scrying mirror?
Ah.
How did you get rid of them?
I didn't.
You still see them?
Oh, poor Lisa.
Oh, no.
I just don't look. I put all the lights on. I make sure it's all bright. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror. If I make sure everything is bright, I just see myself without seeing the other person.
Who is the other person?
She's like me, but older. It's like her eyes sink in. She's all wrinkled, with a wrinkled mouth. Like she's dying. And then I realise I'm her. I'm not me anymore. I'm her.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have to go now.
A lot of haunted doors in this village.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Wait, Lisa.
Wait.
We have so many things to ask you about.
I'm just gonna follow her. Hee. Or not.
Well, we got a thingy. Lisa's accusation.
Alright. Lisa claimed that that Atlas are devil worshippers.
James, how well do you know Lisa down the road?
Yeah.
Because you guys would get along famously.
talk.
A couple
I
more
shipped them
questions, if
together.
that's okay.
James X Lisa.
You put them together?
I shipped them together.
Do you know anyone who is interested in or involved with devil worship?
Have you met Lisa?
Which Lisa are you talking about?
Yep.
Mad Lisa. Lives on her own, doesn't like mirrors.
Mad Lisa.
Yeah, I've met her. You think she's mad?
You can't look at yourself in the mirror without seeing ghosts. You've got problems, don't you think?
How do you
That's
know
the guy
her?
who sells those mirrors.
Came to the farm for some eggs a couple of times. Got talking to her once, that's all.
And what did she tell you?
Nothing much. Except she thought the devil was after her.
What did you tell
You think
her?
the government's after you?
Although the devil needs a good reason to be after you. She was just like most people, really, blind to herself. Except she's more extreme. That's all madness is. Being blind to yourself.
What? Okay. So Lisa visited the farm a few times, as Lisa thought the devil was after her. And you think, and like you said, you think the government's after you. So
You guys should get along famously.
does that contradict anything at all?
I don't think so, because we
I mean,
haven't talked about Lisa ever.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'd like to hear what Rebecca has to say about her.
Well,
She doesn't seem to like anybody in this town. And I guess we can talk to Paul?
right. He'll be like, ha!
Oh, you've met her now, have you?
A few more questions, please. Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon.
Devil
I
worship?
beg your pardon.
Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
I heard Atlas had elements of Satanism on the course.
You are misinformed. We're a training company, we're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is that?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming. Anything else you want to know that I'm not interested in?
That's fine, thanks.
That'll do. You were interested in Emma, though, once upon a time.
yeah.
No interest in the occult. Does that contradict with anything he said before? Okay. No. Nothing there. No.
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 No. So third eye was Paul's idea, which has tons of occult symbols on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that contradicts at all.
Apparently
Okay,
not.
no. Well, let's go back and click that again. I still think that contradicts with something. No
No.
interest in taking drugs. Gardening, not his thing. No. That was the student's idea. Doesn't look like anything there.
He knows the scrying mirror
no
and stuff,
interest
but
in
has
it.
no interest in that.
Atlas, no. 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 Maybe it doesn't. Yet, anyway. Okay.
That's it for the time
Alright,
being. Thank you.
Paul. We'll let you live this time.
All right, Rebecca.
Our favorites.
Tell us what you know.
All the deets.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
I'm surprised she hasn't got rid of that bell yet. Because we just keep
Yeah, exactly.
ding! Oh,
Have
Rebecca!
you ever come across anyone interested in or involved with the occult?
As in black magic? No, why?
Atlas don't use occult techniques or anything like that?
Atlas? Not unless Ryan's got a secret he's not telling me about. Why, who's been talking?
Just a line of inquiry. Oh. Okay, thanks.
She
Thanks.
seems concerned. With
Yeah.
That. Never come across anyone involved with the occult. I wonder if that contradicts anything she said before.
Maybe. Nothing there.
persuasion techniques.
No. Thinks he's a fantasist and that he casts spells in the woods. How is that not occult to you, lady? Is that not your definition of occult?
Oops. That.
We could also say that there's no occult practices at Atlas, but they burn dolls.
Right, yeah, let's try that. Okay. Gotta re-enter it, I think. Oh, no, that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Get rid of that. Let's try that. And the doll.
I guess that's not necessarily a,
I guess, but...
a thing, but...
fine.
Yeah.
I'm just stretching for stuff.
Oops. Did that again.
Oopsie,
come on, I want that one.
I clicked the wrong thing. Got lost in the game.
Never came across anyone that is involved in the occult. No. Oops. Recognize that as a symbol. No.
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 Maybe not.
Maybe not.
That's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
Okay.
Alright.
Fine.
Thank you.
Be that
Probably
way.
be back later.
She seems a little bit concerned, but
Who's been talking about this?
who's been talking and what is Ryan up to?
Yeah.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Could you say a little bit more this time, Simon?
Do you know anything about Lisa at all?
What do you know about devil worship?
Devil worship? Where?
At Atlas.
Devil worship at Atlas? No, there's none of that.
Ah, good.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Fine. Well, of course you would say that. But that would make you a devil worshipper,
Then
wouldn't
again,
it?
Emma did go to Third Eye, so she might know something.
Have
maybe.
you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
Devil worship? No. Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard. Okay, thanks.
Oh, she's like...
Be back
the way
later
she's
on, if
looking
that's
at us
okay.
now is like, what's wrong with you, man?
Why can't you just leave me alone?
Can you stop coming here
And-
every half an hour?
And telling me that I'm lying. I had a good thing going until you
All
showed
right,
up.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Don't make me choke the truth out of you.
Oh, such violence.
Yes.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
So I already asked him about that. And
Has
this.
devil worship ever been part of the course, Ryan?
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Flint?
You would be. She's been telling me all about the Atlas obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
Then if you've met Lisa Flint, then you will have worked out for yourself that she has a very vivid imagination. She also has psychological problems, diagnosed psychological problems, as a matter of fact.
So where did she get the idea that you lot were, devil worshippers?
I really have no idea. The girl is insane. She's frightened of her own shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her even now. You really can't trust a word she says.
So you are saying there has never been any devil worship at Atlas?
I don't even know what devil worship is, Inspector. It's not something
Oh,
I
liar,
particularly know
liar.
about. I certainly don't recall anyone
No.
ever having worshipped the devil at Atlas. We even tried to help the poor girl by paying for some treatment, but she didn't want it.
Really?
It's not easy to offer someone help when they think that you're the problem.
Well, that's weird.
Doesn't know anything about devil worship, my eye.
Oh, he thinks Lisa is a fantasist.
See? Lisa and James should get together.
Yeah.
They're both fantasists.
Yeah,
But anyway.
they can run a conspiracy theory website.
Yeah, the demons are running the government.
There you go.
And they're both after them.
And they're both after them.
Okay.
Okay, so Lisa was a fantasist with psychological problems. Lisa still believes demons are possessing her.
Doesn't know anything
Doesn't
about
know
devil
anything
worship, except that he read all about it when he was a kid. So that's all the way back to the... Where was that? That was way back.
So I'm just gonna go slowly back through the things.
I'm so excited that I want to call him out.
All right. Where do you think that's gonna be?
I can't remember where that was now. It's back. No, not there. Was it on the... No, I think it's on the scrying mirror? Used to read about black magic and satanic rituals, my good sir.
Aha.
So you used to read a lot about voodoo and satanic rituals, but you don't know anything
reading my
about
notes
devil
here.
worship?
Well, obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector. Ridiculous.
But the point is, Ryan, that you claim not to know anything about it, but admitted you were obsessed with it when you were younger. Are you sure none of that made its way onto the Atlas course? And that Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything within that course?
Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything other than her own imagination, Inspector. Look, we do use some techniques that some students find difficult, disturbing.
Oh,
We
that's
encourage
another
them to
lie.
see things differently. That's all.
He said we don't
And some
do anything that...
simply aren't up to that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Some people, like
Oh, yeah.
Lisa. That's why we introduced the aptitude test.
What's the aptitude test?
This.
I'm glad you asked.
We ask students to fill in an aptitude test, medical history, psychological issues, that kind of thing, any medication that they have used in the past, any medication that they currently are using. Here, take a look. Basically, it's just to try and make sure that we don't get another Lisa.
Has it worked?
Well, touch wood, so far, yes.
Can I keep a copy of this?
Not at all. You've got Liam and Kate on your course.
How much importance they actually give to this test. And what are they doing
not
that's so disturbing anyway?
So what's your thing?
Atlas used some disturbing techniques, and he said we don't ask students to do anything they're not comfortable with.
Okay, let's see.
And that was not very long ago.
Yeah. Okay, not that.
Oops.
No. Aren't coerced or bribed in any way?
Maybe? No.
Okay, not that one. Oops.
Okay.
Right, where was it? Not.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I was sure that he said that, but maybe we didn't write it down.
Could be.
Maybe it's just not a thing.
Let's keep going back just in case. Okay. Okay. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
I know he said that, but it just doesn't seem like it was... It doesn't seem like it was a thing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What did he say before about the car? Lisa had psychological problems.
Lisa is a fantasist with psychological problems.
Yeah. Doesn't know why Lisa wrote devil worshippers. I don't know if there's anything there.
It's interesting. This offered her private psychological treatment.
When she asked for a refund.
Yes.
How about I just give you some psychological treatment instead?
Anybody who asks for a refund must have psychological problems.
Can you click on ask for a refund? Did he say that he refused to give her a refund?
Yes.
Right. Can we click that with he offered her private psychological treatment?
Man.
Oh, come on. That's kind of a refund in a twisted sort of way, but...
Right. Okay, I guess we need to ask
everybody about the app.
Okay,
this.
that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Alright, to the map. Map, to the map, to the map. To the lodge.
Do you guys know anything at all about anything anymore?
Ever.
I'm just gonna climb into Emma's window.
That's when you know you're getting frustrated.
Have you seen one of these before?
No, not this one exactly, but we had to fill something similar in on the first night at Atlas. One of those aptitude tests. You know, fitness and stuff like that.
Alright.
So I wonder when Lisa was part of the course. Because she said she hasn't seen one.
Is her saying filling in a similar form when joining Atlas mean that she didn't go just the one time? Like, has she been going
Should we
all along?
Try that?
Yeah, I think that's back to the Atlas poster. All the way back when.
No.
Yeah, I only went once to Atlas. Fine.
I guess even to go once, you have to
fill it in.
Join.
Alright.
Asked about general fitness. That doesn't seem to be anything.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, Simon. How about you? Did you have to fill that thing out?
Did you do a test before you started at Atlas?
Oh, yeah. It was all just questions about if I had any illnesses or mental health problems or stuff like that, you know. But they didn't actually ask for any proof, so I could have lied through your teeth on that one. Don't think they actually checked.
Interesting.
Thanks for that, Simon.
So they don't really...
They don't really check, and they don't enforce their own rules or anything.
What kind of organization is this?
I don't know. It's a big mess. Big old mess.
What exactly are they doing?
There's a lot of theories about that, I guess.
Right. Okay. So filled in a form before joining Atlas. Form was simple health check. Would be easy to lie on the form.
All right.
Do you think that contradicts anything you said before?
No.
All right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Rebecca, how about
Darling.
you? Darling. Give us a beer while we're at it.
Yes, please. I'll have a pint of Guinness.
Just something to clear the head, you know.
Clear the mind.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Did we? Oh, we already asked about that.
Do you know anything about this?
It's the aptitude test, isn't it, for Atlas? What do you want to know?
Do you know why it was introduced?
I think they had some trouble with some unsuitable students. And I suppose you have to be careful who you work with.
Unsuitable students.
Wait, can I read what it said on the Atlas thing? I didn't actually get to read it.
Sorry, documents an aptitude test.
Had trouble with some unsuitable students. Okay.
Does she know anything about Lisa?
I don't think so.
No.
That was later anyway.
Like Lisa's accusation never came across anyone involved in the occult. No occult techniques at Atlas.
And she didn't know that Lisa was the one who did that to Ryan's car. I don't think there's anything contradictory there.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
You know that thing About the devil worship stuff?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
How does that relate to these aptitude tests?
Can you tell me a bit about this, please? It's the Atlas Aptitude test.
What do you want to know?
What does it test, exactly?
It's a test we introduced to make sure that any students didn't have any major personality problems, skeletons in the cupboard, so to speak. We introduced it because we had a little bit of a problem with one of the students.
Lisa.
You are well informed.
And what do you think it was that disturbed her?
I believe that the course proved to be too demanding for her. We discovered that she had one or two psychological problems and she couldn't handle it.
And did you change anything else on the course apart from introducing the test?
We increased the entrance age to 21. Well, wasn't much, but it's about the only thing we could do. We didn't want another Lisa. We didn't want students turning around and suing us, did we?
Right. So, test designed to reveal psychological issues. That doesn't... I don't know.
I don't...
Lisa couldn't handle the course. Raised the course age... entrance age to 21. Does that mean anything?
I don't know how old anybody is here.
No. I mean, technically they could be any age, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to be a certain age to go to college.
Yeah.
Be back later on if that's
we can
okay.
talk to James, I guess.
I don't think James would know anything about that, would he?
I don't think so, but I think we're out of people to talk to otherwise.
Chief.
Right. The chief. And our tips.
Just a few more
Yeah, we
questions
can check the
if you
tips.
don't mind.
Tips are good. Yeah,
Nope.
okay. You're right. He wouldn't know
Thank you.
about that
Probably
sort of
be
thing.
back later.
I don't suppose Lisa's back yet.
I don't suppose she came back. She's probably not going to be back for until the next hour. At least.
At least.
Lisa.
Nope. Alright, let's check our tips.
Alrighty.
Barring that, we'll... Thank you.
Thank you, game. Alright, Chief. Talk to me.
Please. Couldn't hurt to be polite.
Right. Make it interesting.
Okay, he's not
I
polite.
finally saw a bit of what goes on at Atlas. I walked in on a meeting. Very strange. There were several students sitting around a fire taking it in turns to burn handmade woolen dolls.
You're hoping I'm going to say tell me more, aren't you? I'm changing my mind.
Ryan had an explanation for it, as did Simon. He claimed it was all about burning your past or something. Actually, Simon told me something interesting. He said they also use auto-hypnosis on the course.
Oh, what's that?
Self-hypnosis. Hypnotizing yourself. Apparently, that may have been what disturbed Lisa so much.
Is it dangerous?
Well, not in theory. Nobody I've spoken to seems to think so.
Well, if it disturbs Lisa so much, then it can't be all that safe for everyone, can it?
I suppose it depends on your psychological state to begin with, but I'll look into it.
Okay, keep it up, Jax.
Always do, Chief. Always do.
You're very funny, very funny.
That didn't really help at all.
Did that tell us anything? It's like we just filled him in on the current
Has our
situation.
tips changed at all?
There must be a contradiction somewhere.
No guff. Okay, so it has to do with the self-hypnotizing.
Right.
So he mentioned Simon, and was it Ryan or Paul that he mentioned about the self-hypnosis?
Yes. Chief's last call. Not convinced that auto-hypnosis isn't dangerous and suggested looking into it further.
Yeah. Usually he gives us a clue with regards to the person, like the people involved.
He did say Simon, right?
He did say Simon, and I can't remember. It was either Paul or Ryan.
Should I just listen to the whole thing again?
Make it interesting, Jax.
Chief, I finally saw a bit of what goes on at Atlas. I walked in on a meeting.
very strange. There were several students sitting around a fire taking it in turns to burn handmade woolen dolls.
You're hoping I'm going to say tell me more, aren't you? I'm changing my mind.
Ryan had an explanation for it, as did Simon. He claimed it was all about
It's Ryan
burning your
and
past or
Simon.
something. Actually, Simon told me something interesting. He said they also use auto-hypnosis on the course.
Oh, what's that?
Self-hypnosis. Hypnotizing yourself.
Ah.
Apparently, that may have been what disturbed Lisa so much.
Is it dangerous?
Well, not in theory. Nobody I've spoken to seems to think so.
Well, if it disturbed this Lisa so much, then it can't be all that safe, can it?
I suppose it depends on your psychological state to begin with, but I'll look into it.
Okay, keep it up, Jex.
Always do, Chief. Always do.
You're very funny, very funny. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we finally, after hours of trying different things,
Racking our brains and going back to everybody.
we finally found something. So, we're talking to Paul. He said that it's impossible to be hurt or damaged by hypnosis, but he
Lisa
said that
couldn't
Lisa
handle it.
couldn't handle the course techniques. I don't know how that's even a thing, but anyway.
Well, if it's not possible to get hurt, I guess that anybody wouldn't be disturbed by it.
So nobody has ever been affected by auto-hypnosis, except Lisa.
I think that's more of a
Hypnosis
stretch
wasn't
than
the
other
problem,
contradictions.
Inspector.
Drew,
Lisa
though.
was the problem with Lisa. That's why we introduced the test.
But the hypnosis was the trigger, wasn't it?
Lisa arrived on the course believing we were all devil worshippers.
That's
She was
unfortunate.
nuts to start with. We didn't make her like that.
Well, as far as I can tell, Paul, you've had one student accuse you of devil worship and 2 others commit suicide.
Oh dear.
Some of your students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
With
Flirty.
You mean with whom?
With whom?
With
Pretty
who?
much everybody. Including me, as I remember.
Really?
Oh.
And
Aha.
did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with
Liar!
students. It's company
Oh.
policy. It's not professional.
You.
what about Emma?
You totally tried to get into
Kate
Emma's
flirted with
pants.
him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that.
No way. So where is that? Should we go? Let's see.
Once tried to date Emma, but we can't actually.
Let's go. Sometimes it like resets the things though.
Kate
Yeah.
Ryan flirted.
Avoids relationships with students.
Come on now.
You would have jumped at the chance. You perv.
So you avoid relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried to date.
Oh, come on, Inspector. That was a long time ago.
And what about Kate Vine? Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally clever girl. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew how to get it.
Oh.
You mean?
What keeps happening
Kate
to the
approached you?
that keeps
It
disappearing?
surprised me if she was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than you'd think. She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
Oh.
Well, that advanced it.
10
Wow.
o'clock, it's getting late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pick up the pace if I'm gonna solve this by midnight.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, especially when it takes hours to complete 1 hour.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's a thing, I guess. We don't actually have any more information, but I guess we'll run back through everywhere and see if we find any new.
new stuff to ask people about and see if we can find.
Maybe
What's her
there's
name
more-
again? Lisa.
Right.
Maybe Lisa will be
Maybe she'll
back.
be back. I hate this like really loud music right at the end when we're trying to end.
It's like giving you triumphant. You solved a thing. Da 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 da. I'm not feeling triumphant though.
No, I feel stupid.
Yeah.
This game makes me feel like an idiot. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, thanks.